I gotta go right now, okay? Mr. Boloni. I'm Paul Haight. I'm with Pinecone Properties. Here's my card.
What can I do for you?
Man, this is a beautiful place here. I just wanted to come out and meet you. I'm just driving around the neighborhood introducing myself.
Neighborhood, huh? My nearest neighbor's over half a mile away.
Well, that's what I want to talk with you about. Mr. Boloni, times are changing. You know as well as I do that nobody makes any money at farming anymore. Frankly, this land is worth a hell of a lot more developed into home sites. Wait, sorry. That just kind of blurted out like that. I'm sure this land must mean a lot to you.
Mister, this homestead was in my family before I was born. I know every square inch of it. So you don't know how much this means to me.
Well, maybe not, but this is a great opportunity for you.
Some other time.
Look, I represent a group of investors to manage a land use shift here in the township. You know, bring in some nice roads, utilities, that sort of thing. You stand to make a fortune.
Is that what they call it? Land use shift?
It's all around you, Mr. Boloni. The Fullers over to the south, they're ready to sell their whole deal to us, 185 acres. And to the north, the Eshes, they're totally ready to cash in. And others are all set too. Man, your place is smack in the middle of a big modern neighborhood. You have to sell.
I don't have to sell nothing. And you're trespassing, mister.
Okay, I'll give you some time to think about it.
I thought you got rid of those horses.
I did. Got some goats instead.
You got goats?
Yep, last spring. I thought they might give me a hand, you know, get rid of all that poison ivy on my farm.
Do they do that kind of thing?
Hey, they'd eat roofing nails if I let them.
Can't imagine that it's good for them.
Well, listen, they seem to like it. You know, I feed them other stuff, of course. But the best part is they work cheap.
Your next door neighbor, Mr. Ash, came in yesterday.
Oh?
He said he was thinking of selling his farm.
Huh.
What's up with that?
Well, some guy is going around, you know, wanting to buy up the whole world. He's been bugging me, too. You know, all they want to do is make home sites out of it.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it. You know, you got a real nice spot over there. You could retire with the money they'd give you.
I don't want to retire. Besides, retire to what?
I'm guessing they're gonna get it one way or another.
Yeah? Well, come on, keep tossing. I gotta get on home. Yes, sir. Something I can do for you?
Hi, Mr. Boloni. I'm Ed Bennett. I work at the Bennett and Swinehort law firm.
Oh, I know your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice man.
He said to say hello.
Well, thank you. Yeah, boys. Hey. Oh.
I'm just trying to get out and meet all the clients I might be working with.
Yeah, but Mr. Bennett, you didn't come out here just to chit-chat.
Well, I do have some business we should go over. It's about your property.
Well, what's it about then?
50 years ago or so, your folks got the title to the farm from your grandpa. Now, when your dad died, it went to your mom because it was jointly owned. When she passed away, it was still in her name.
So what's the problem?
Well, the title should have been put in your name before she passed away.
Who cares? It's all in the family, no?
The Internal Revenue Service cares.
I haven't saved up that much, you know.
Mr. Boloni, don't worry. I just wanted to let you know that there might be a problem here, but I'll start checking into it.
You got a minute, Mr. Bennett?
Sure.
Come with me. Come in, Mr. Bennett. Come on here. In here. I want to show you something. 1922, that was the year we brought in our first crop. Rodriguez and the Mitchell families. And I used to work the farm with my grandpa. You know, I often wonder about the future of this place. I have no kids. My niece in California, she comes out here and in 10 minutes she goes stir crazy. I haven't seen her in 4 years. Yeah, Mr. Bennett, sometimes I get a big lump in my throat when I see the peacefulness of this place. But then I know that there's a big change knocking on my door.
Well, first things first. Let me see about the title.
Caro signora, ti voglio ringraziare per questa bella giornata che mi hai dato. Speriamo che abbiamo un altro domani. Grazie per tutta questa buona mangiata e grazie per tutto. Amen.
What the devil? Morning. You mind telling me what's going on here?
We're marking the lot line.
You're marking what lot line?
These?
You're way off that lot line, sister. Way off.
No, he's right.
What's going on up there anyway?
Well, I heard that they're going to try and start construction in the spring.
Should be a pretty nice deal. 135 lots.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice.
I'll be right back.
Maybe you might want to keep that engine running until you get a new battery.
Thanks.
Just sell the place.
I may just have to, Susan, but...
Uncle Mike, times are changing. I don't know why you don't just retire. Take it easy.
Yeah, and then what?
You can come out here to California. There's a great new condo near here. You'd never have to shovel snow again.
I don't mind shoveling. I like shoveling.
That's crazy.
So how have you been?
Things are fine. I just got promoted to partner.
Oh, well, that's nice, I guess.
I sure wish you lived out here.
Oh, I just couldn't sit around, Susan.
You wouldn't? Are you kidding? There's tons to do here. Walking, shopping, movies.
Oh, no, I hate shopping.
What?
I said I hate shopping.
You know, I feel bad for you all by yourself out there.
Well, don't feel bad, honest, because, well, I like to do things around here, you know? Honest. Besides, this place needs me, you know. Yes.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
Can you hang on just a minute? Just a minute, darling.
Sure, I guess.
Uh,
What are you up to?
just a minute. Okay, go ahead.
What's that noise?
No, nothing.
Yeah, right. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Out here, all that stuff is handled, so you can enjoy the things that you really like.
Well, I like taking care of my place.
So what are you trying to prove?
Oh, doggone it.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
You're hopeless. Look, I've got to get going.
Well, Susan, I appreciate you worrying about me. And for some people, you might be right, you know, but...
I guess I can only imagine what that farm must mean to you. But think about what I said, all right? I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. Yeah. Bye-bye, darling. Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Boloni.
Can I help you?
I'm Lydia Bailey.
Bailey? We used to have a family by the name of Bailey worked here.
That's us. That was my mom, my dad, aunts, uncles, everybody worked here. I was just a kid then, probably 7 or so.
Your mom used to make the best apple pies. She used maple syrup, right? Good to see you. Yeah, that was over 25 years ago, for heaven's sakes. So, how's everyone?
Mom passed away a few years back.
Oh.
Daddy's doing good, though. He works for DeSoto County in Florida, working in social services.
So what are you doing up here?
Well, I had some vacation time coming, and I work for the county, too.
Uh-huh.
And just thought I'd take a road trip, see if I could find your place.
Well, good. I'm glad you did.
Seems a little bit smaller. I remember the orchard seemed so far away from the house.
Well, that's because you were smaller.
I used to love running around here. This is such a big part of my life back then. Hey, how's your wife, Miss Margaret?
She died about 10 years ago this month. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
She went out to hang up a wash one day and she had a heart attack and died that afternoon.
It's so sad.
Well, it's all part of the big deal, you know. Yeah. My mom died just last month. She lived to be 104 years old. Can you imagine that? God bless her.
She was always such a strong lady.
Yeah.
So, how's your year?
Well, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah. Well, you know, they shake the trees now with machines. You don't have to hand pick anymore. Yeah. Well, I still hire some help, but it's not like the good old days anymore, you know.
Hey, Mr. Boloni, do you mind if I look around a little bit?
Help yourself, not at all. You go ahead. Listen, I'm going to be through here in about a half hour, and I'll meet you up on the porch.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, good to see you. Oh, listen, there's some great cherry juice in the refrigerator. Help yourself.
I just might do that.
Hey, Gelly. See, you found the straggly things, huh?
They are so cute.
Yeah, everybody likes to pet them. Listen, you gotta be careful of the poison ivy around here, you know? These screwballs eat the stuff.
Really? Oh, leaves of 3, leave it be. Poison ivy, right?
I got 5 acres up in the back. This stuff grows like myrtle. They ought to make it the state flower.
Can't you spray it or something?
Nah, listen, I just let these guys nibble away at it. Hey, I'm in no hurry. Did you get some juice yet?
Didn't make it that far.
Well, come on, let's go.
Bye, guys.
Did you know that cherry juice cures arthritis?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we sell a lot of cherries to the juice companies, you know? And they make concentrate. It's pretty popular. Cheers.
To you and the place.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
That brings back so many memories.
You know, I was looking at some photographs of the different families that used to be here, working here, you know? Let me take a look. I wonder. Let me see here. Let's see. That's my father. That's it. Here. Now, isn't that your mom and dad? Huh? And that's you.
It is.
Huh?
Oh, this seems like so long ago.
It was. And look at me, I still got the same hat. Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah, I wanted to give you the heads up that there might be some surveyors in the neighborhood.
They already were, in my front yard.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry about that. I'll talk to them. Hey, look, I hope we have a chance to get
I am not interested.
Well, I'll try and keep you posted as to what's going on.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Goodbye.
Friend of yours?
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm being invaded.
What do you want?
Oh, some land developer wants to buy my farm. And I don't know what to do because I don't want to sell.
Maybe you don't have to do anything.
What?
Well, you own the land, the farm, everything. Just ignore the guy.
Well, that's what I used to think too, but it's not just me and my farm. It's other farms and the industry and the way of life, you know?
Mr. Boloni, is there more to this?
Well, yes, there is. I got hit with a tax thing here, and it kind of took me by surprise, you know?
Well, you don't have to sell, do you?
No, well, I hope not anyway.
I don't know much about taxes, but I do know something about zoning, and they can't just go carving up the farm next door without community approval. Do you know anything about this?
No.
Has the township sent you a notice or anything?
I don't think so.
Well, then it must not have happened yet. I know they have to notify neighbors if there's some kind of big zoning in the works. At least that's the way it works in Florida.
Huh.
Look, would you mind if I looked into this for you? I mean, my calendar's pretty empty and I'm here anyway.
Hey, what can it hurt?
Well, it's early yet. Maybe I can run into town and check out the township office. Do you know where it is?
You go right out here to the road and turn right and go down about 3 miles. You can't miss it.
Right. All right, I'll be back.
Listen, if you haven't got a place to stay, I got plenty of room here.
I already booked a room in town. But I could cancel it if you're sure.
The room at the top of the stairs is yours.
Oh.
I'm so thankful that you're willing to help.
It's my pleasure. All right. I'll be back.
All right, dear. Bye-bye. Grazie a Dio.
Everything from here on up is agricultural, except for the gas station and the store.
I heard there might be a new development up here somewhere.
There is one fella who is trying to change the zoning from agricultural to residential. The way the zoning law is right now, pretty much every 5 acres can have a house on it. He is pushing real hard to put a house on every acre.
Aren't the farms out here pretty big?
200 to 400 acres.
Well, where does it stand?
It was tabled at the last meeting, but I think his site plan wasn't complete.
A site plan, so he's pretty far along.
Oh, yeah. Plus, he didn't have the proper drainage and a couple of other things.
Where is it exactly?
It's right here, south of Hawks Road. It's the Louis Esch farm.
When are these meetings?
The first Tuesday of every month.
That's next week. What are the chances this guy's going to get them to rezone?
If he fixes the plan, I suppose there's no reason it wouldn't pass. He's made a pretty convincing case.
And it sounds like a pretty big deal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's applied for a planned unit development, wants 135 home sites. So far, this guy has done everything by the book.
And is that a complicated process?
Not really. To rezone, we have to allow public comment, and then a vote is taken. And if it goes that far, and it probably will, we'll have to watch and see how good the engineering is. Erosion has been a huge issue lately. Basements flood, people sue, I get caught in traffic, stuff like that. The thing that bugs me the most about all of this is the traffic. The boundaries are up to here.
Oh, I see. Wow.
I've said enough.
I'm Lydia Bailey.
I'm Joanne Martin. You live out here?
No, I'm just visiting. My family used to work the Boloni farm when I was a kid. I ran into Mr. Boloni and heard about some of his troubles and offered to help if I could. He's not really much into the mechanics of local government.
His place is right next to this plan.
I know. He said some surveyors were already out on his property.
Oh, that's part of the process. Is he in trouble?
He said something about a tax on his farm.
Property taxes?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, his mom just died. Is this about an estate tax?
It may be.
Well, if it is, it's not the first time it's happened out here.
I just think he wants things to stay the same.
Most of the old farmers want to keep things simple, and I really can't blame them. There are people coming out of the woodwork tempting these guys to give up the family farm and cash in.
And it's not just here.
Oh, I know. It's everywhere. Look, I've got to get some things finished before we close.
Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm taking up so much of your time.
It's no problem. Come by anytime.
Thanks. Joanne, one more thing. Are people concerned about this?
They're starting to see how one project can impact the whole community. That's why you need to bring Mr. Boloni to the meeting next Tuesday.
Well, I will do my best. Thank you so much.
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Hey there.
Mama was like barns painted white. She said they always look cleaner, you know? But I thought I'd give red a try. What do you think?
I think you're gonna need some more paint.
No, I mean the color.
Oh, red's good.
You think she'd mind?
I don't think so. Besides, it's your decision now.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody around here has red, you know, and I kind of like it, and it's sort of traditional, you know? Are you hungry?
Famished.
Follow me. Come on. Thank you.
Wow.
I'll get some squash all steamed up, and we'll be all set. All right?
Sounds good.
Tell me, what'd you learn today?
Well, there is a meeting next Tuesday night at the township office. I'm sorry, it's like you were afraid of. There's a guy trying to develop the property to the north.
Oh, I don't believe it. It's Escher's place.
135 houses.
That old coot has been here as long as I have. What's he thinking about? Hello.
Mr. Boloni, this is Paul Haid again. Look, we need to talk. I hope I'm not catching you at a bad time.
It's dinner time, mister.
I'll keep it brief. I was hoping you had a chance to think about my offer.
The answer is I am not interested.
I know it's a big decision. Could we just meet? I'd like to explain what I'm proposing.
I got a good idea of what you're proposing. No thanks.
Wait, can I just come out tomorrow around 3? Just for a couple of minutes.
Have him come out. Just meet with him. See what he has to say.
What?
Have him come out.
Well, all right. Tomorrow, then. And then, listen, pick me up some birdseed at the feed store, will you?
Birdseed? Sure. Whatever it takes. I'll see you at 3.
Make it 2 bags. I'll call it in, and I'll have it ready for you.
2 bags it is.
Bye.
2 bags of birdseed?
Saves me a trip. You want to pass the salt and pepper, please, Don?
Sure.
Thank you. So, besides your dad, do you have a family?
I have a boyfriend. And a little kitty cat. He's really sweet. He's a teacher.
The cat?
No, my boyfriend.
Well, I'd like to meet him someday.
That'd be nice. Do you eat like this every night?
Pretty much.
You have such a good life here.
Yeah. Can you imagine that just a couple of days ago, my lawyer came and told me about my estate tax? Before that, everything was running hunky-dory. Hard to believe, you know?
I don't see how that could happen. Your family has had this farm for so long.
Well, you see, my mother had the farm in her name. And according to them, it was never officially turned over to me, signed over, you know?
So it's like an inheritance tax.
That's what you want to call it, yep. Anyway, my lawyer says he's looking into it, and, you know...
Is the whole farm, all the original farm, intact?
all 240 acres of it, you bet.
Wow. You know, lately, I've really been wishing for something meaningful to do with my life, you know? That's why I jumped in the car and came up here, and I mean, I didn't know why, but I just felt like I might find myself on an adventure. And it seems like I have landed smack in the middle of one.
Well, I don't know what kind of an adventure it'll be, but you're welcome to stay as long as you want, my dear.
Hey, if you cook like this every night, I'm staying. So, tell me more about this guy that's coming tomorrow at 3 with your bird seed.
He's a developer. Been circling around waiting for me to kick the bucket, I guess.
Has he made you an offer?
Well, I don't know. Sort of, I guess.
Well, just remember, you hold the cards in this situation.
Yeah, well, I'll agree with you on that. Except for that lousy estate tax.
I don't get it. Does the township want to lose farmland?
No, but our job is to enforce the laws. If somebody wants to develop something, it's their right. We just make sure it's done legally.
Even if it's not in the best interest of the community?
Look, I just work here. Everything's handled by a committee or a board. We've got a master plan that deals with this sort of thing. Oh, cost the township $150,000. It's been sitting on that shelf for 5 years.
They spent that kind of money and they aren't following it?
Well, actually, the money came from a state grant to help deal with sprawl, but nobody seems to really pay attention to it.
And most people are probably too busy to make it to all the meetings.
We elect officials to manage it. Look at this. Oh.
Is this around here someplace?
Mm-hmm.
This is unbelievable. How far along is it?
It died. The developer went bankrupt. But he put a lot of work into that. He had big plans.
And people went along with this?
Yeah, most did.
Well, Mr. Boloni wouldn't have.
Yeah, I know. But everybody's got a dream, even developers.
Mr. Boloni, he sees the whole picture.
He won't last forever. He's a dying breed, and he has no kids.
He has a niece.
You know what I mean.
Still, we should respect the land, Mr. Boloni or not.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Excuse me. Hello, this is Joanne. I was just looking for that. Yes. Excuse me.
Can I borrow this?
It's not supposed to leave here.
Don't guard it with my life, please.
Oh, here, let me give you a hand. Okay.
Wow, something smells good.
Warmed up leftovers.
So, how did your meeting with Mr. Haight go?
I must have missed him. So, what's that?
This is your township's master plan. Cost him $150,000.
You want some wine?
Sure. So how can I help?
Get washed up.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm dying to know, but I'm afraid to ask. Can you tell me about that master
Plan?
Master plan, yeah.
Absolutely. Believe it or not, no one's even looked at the thing since they delivered it 5 years ago.
So how come they don't use it?
I don't know.
Well, is it because it's no good?
It looks pretty thorough. It has graphs and sketches. Looks like it took a lot of work. It's not like it's hidden or anything.
Well, how do they treat this farm? Is it still a farm or is it some kind of a shopping mall?
It's a farm. This whole area is set aside for farm. The only place they've used expansion was down by the gas station and the store. They pretty much kept it all there.
I think Escher sold out. Those surveyors told me that somebody's going to be breaking ground up here next spring.
It may be. See, I think the master plan isn't really the law. It's more like a community vision or a guide or something.
Well, what's it good for then?
I don't know. Hey, I did check on the zoning though. This whole area is set aside for agricultural use.
Well, then how can they carve up agricultural land for houses? Huh? Isn't that what the zoning is for?
Well, yeah, but get this. A developer can come in, he can make a pitch to the township, and then the township can decide whether they want to keep the zoning or change it completely.
So the zoning isn't worth anything.
It's not set in stone, no.
So what should I do?
You should be at that meeting Tuesday night.
Want some ice cream?
Sure.
Girl, there's that girl, that's it. Boy. You're daddy's little girl, huh? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's a girl. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, you love that water. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh boy. Good. Yeah.
Mr. Boloni, you are not gonna believe who I saw it. What? I'm so sorry.
Hey, you know what? Susan sent me a tape here. It's from her condominium people. Huh. So, what'd you find?
Oh, I thought I would make us some pasta.
Pasta? You know how to make pasta? Well, come on, I'll help you make the sauce.
That stubborn old...
Here's the plans.
Oh, excellent. Is that beautiful or what?
It's amazing how much stuff you can jam into that place, that's for sure.
Right. So, check this out. Imagine you're driving home and you enter into this. You go through a gateway that says Oak Wind Subdivision across the archway. Like Ponderosa. You know, Bonanza. Never mind. So, you go in here, drive up this way. If you live to the north, you turn here, and you're home.
Oakwind's a good name. Boloni has a ton of oaks up there.
Yeah, actually, we cut those down and plant... There it is. Juniperus something. They grow faster and there's no leaves. No messy yards to clean up, so they're perfect. And no lousy squirrels. Oh, yeah, check this out. I got a super deal on this ground cover. Purple loosestrife grows anywhere. I don't know why it's so darn cheap. Yep, 200 houses. And once we add in the Esch's property to the north and the Fullers to the south, we'll be rich. But Boloni's smack dab in the middle of all this. If we can't get him out of here, those subdivisions will have to look out over his barns and crap and that old house.
Well, maybe people want to look at that old house.
Don't be ridiculous. That house is a teardown. Nobody wants to look at that old stuff anyways. Ugh, that stuff's driving me crazy.
Pinecone Properties, this is Annie. He's right here.
Thanks. Paul Haight. Are you sure? That is great news. Thanks. That was Vanderwall. He's doing a little work for Bennett and Swinehort, the lawyers, and he overheard a conversation about Boloni. Looks like Mr. Boloni's gonna have to come up with some quick cash for the IRS. Now he'll sell. He has to sell.
I am not selling.
Maybe you should talk to somebody about this. I'm sure somebody's been through it before.
Well, you know, it seems to me like Louis Esch talked about something like that one time. Maybe it's time for me to go see the old geezer.
There you go.
Huh.
Don't they make, like, mechanical splitters or something for this?
Yeah, I got one. In the barn. Needs a new head gasket.
Can't you get somebody to fix it for you?
No big deal. I just haven't got around to it yet. Besides, it's too noisy. Oh.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't you just love the smell of fresh cut wood? Here, smell. Smell. Huh? Oh. Oh. I think that's enough for today.
Michael.
All right. Hi, Lou.
Did you get remarried?
Yep, yesterday. No, this is Lydia Bailey. Her family used to work for us.
What are you hanging around this old coot for?
I just came up for a visit. Want to see the farm again.
Things look different now, I suppose.
In some ways, yeah.
So what's up?
Hey, Louie, what are you doing?
I guess I might as well spit it out. I'm thinking of selling the place. They made a pretty good offer. Look, my kids are grown. None of them want to work the farm. Why not take the money?
How can you say that?
What? We struggle year after year. Come up with some fruit that gets thrown into some freezer for God knows how long. I don't know. With the insurance and labor costs climbing, this seems like a pretty good time to sell.
Oh, Louie. I like looking over here and seeing your farm and knowing that you're my neighbor.
I understand.
Have you signed anything yet, Mr. Esch?
They just brought the offer by yesterday. I told them I'd have to read it over, have my lawyer look at it.
Did they give you a timetable?
Yeah, 5 days, I think.
Louie, how can you say that?
Look, I am not the only one doing this.
We used to work together, Louie. If you needed help, we were there to help you. If Sullivan got into trouble, hey, we were there to help.
But that barn fire was 30 years ago.
Look, maybe you should get everybody together. You know, have a meeting. I'm sure Mr. Esch doesn't take any of this lightly, but you guys need to talk.
Yeah, if you can pound any sense in this old coot's head.
After all these years, I don't want to leave this farm any more than you want to leave yours.
Well, that township meeting is coming up pretty fast. Can you meet on Monday?
I suppose. I can do it after 4.
After 4. Are you going to come over to my place on Monday?
It's fine. But it won't change my mind.
It's a big deal, Louie. Huh? See you Monday, Louie. All right. We'll see you. Might as well pick up the mail, huh?
Will do. See if I can get you closer than I did last time. Oh.
You did it fine.
There we go.
All right. There you go. Okay, home and mother.
Here we go. Did you win the sweepstakes? What is it?
I'll open it later. The IRS.
Mr. Boloni, just get it over with. It is the IRS. What does it say?
Mr. Boloni, we have made several attempts to contact you. Blah, 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 blah.
What do they mean by we've made several attempts?
I don't know.
Have there been other letters?
Oh, probably. Yes. 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 In my case,
My parents didn't think to sign the title over to me while they were still alive. So the IRS figures I came into some inheritance, and now they want their moolah.
That same thing happened to me. So I sold off those 20 acres down by Murphy Road there, where that cluster of houses is. Worked out okay.
Well, listen, Charlie, those houses didn't do us any favors being jammed into a place like that.
I didn't have any choice.
I know. It's a tough situation, partner.
At least I got to keep the rest of my farm.
Well, listen, I've got a chance to sell off this whole spread. The whole place.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, what would you do if they offered you $1 million and a month to get out? What would you do then, huh?
I'd move someplace warm.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Come on. Well, then what, huh?
Nobody wants to be in debt.
That cold snap last spring really hurt my crop. A couple years in a row like that, and I'd be done anyway. If this opportunity would give me a fresh start, I'd say take it.
Fresh start? What about the rest of us? And the community?
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
You don't have a choice. Sell a small piece, settle your debt. What happens after that is out of your control, but at least you've got most of your farm.
No, I can't. I just can't.
Oh, come on, Boloni. Times are changing.
That's what I've been saying.
If somebody wants to offer us easy money to move on, I'm not going to stand in their way.
I got a purchase agreement sitting on my kitchen table right now. If I sign it, I'm rich. My debts are gone, and I find something else to do.
Come on, Louis. What would you do if you're not farming, huh? What would you do?
I don't know. But it's kind of exciting thinking about it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Mr. Boloni, tell him about the meeting.
Oh, no, you tell him, sweetheart. Come on, you tell him. Tell him.
Hi, gentlemen. I know I'm an outsider, but I just wanted to let you know that there's going to be a meeting tomorrow night at Township Hall. They're going to vote whether or not to rezone this entire area from agricultural to residential. Now, I would never presume to tell any of you what to do with your land, but I am asking that you don't let them make this decision without your voice being heard.
Well, what do you think?
Welcome to Southern California, where the climate is always perfect. A place where you can be yourself and enjoy one of the most stunning and beautiful vistas in the world, and create for yourself a lifestyle that dreams are made of. Through one of our many timeshare or purchase opportunities, you can select the option that serves you best. From just a week a year to full-time, your choice. Just imagine what the year-round fresh air will do for you. In addition, all maintenance for your home and grounds is taken care of.
That's enough of that. Did you ever get that feeling when you're going along and a little bit too fast, you know, and you pass by that police car and he's got his radar out at you, you know?
I know the feeling.
Well, that's exactly how I feel when they talk about selling, you know, the farms and everything else. I get butterflies in my stomach. Oh, terrible.
I'm sure your niece just wants you to be happy.
Oh. Well, listen, she's wonderful anyway. She's always thinking about me. God bless her.
Mr. Boloni? I haven't been completely honest with you. Well, the reason I'm here. I feel like I need to tell you the whole story.
Well?
I work for the county, for the health department, actually. Well, one day this guy came in to have a vaccination and I gave him a shot, and after it was over, I accidentally pricked my hand with the needle. And a couple of days later, we found out the guy was HIV positive.
Oh, dear God.
I don't know if I'm infected. I still have some tests to take after Thanksgiving.
Well, don't they have any medicine for that? Can't they give you something?
Well, yeah, there's a couple of things. But until after Thanksgiving, all I can do is wait.
Oh, you poor thing. No wonder you want to take some time off. Well, listen, I know everything's going to be all right. Don't you worry about it, you hear?
You know, most days I think that, but then there are others that are just...
Lydia, listen to me. Your whole world is ahead of you. Believe it. Your whole life is ahead of you. Understand?
Oh, I'm so glad I'm here. So glad. It's gonna sound really weird, but I'm kind of glad the accident happened. Maybe I would have never come up here. Not now, anyway. Plus, what would you have done without me?
Well, I'd have probably watched that whole video.
I'll get our plates.
Hello? Yes? No, he's dead. Yes, he's dead. Terrible tractor explosion. That's right. Yeah, take him off the list. That's it. Bye-bye. I hate those guys.
Oh, there was a tractor explosion.
Oh, never mind. Listen, Lydia, I got a secret for you, too.
What?
About 2 weeks ago, I went to Minnesota to see a specialist.
Why?
Well, you know, my heart, and after a while, you know, at my age, parts start wearing out, you know?
Well, what did they say?
I'm getting old, but I can deal with it, you know? Hey, listen, right now I feel fine, and I'm getting along just fine, okay? Yeah, look at my pop. He died when he was 56. 56, just a kid.
Still, there's got to be some... That's it. No more pie and ice cream for you.
Oh, are you kidding? You know, the way I figure, if I didn't have that, and I died about a half hour later, I'd kick myself for not having eaten it. Make sense?
Yes. Yes, it makes sense. I'm going to turn in.
Okay.
Thank
Night,
you.
night. Bye-bye, dear. Hello?
Uncle Mike? Did I wake you?
Oh, Susan. Yes. I thought maybe it was somebody else. No, never mind.
Well, I just wanted to say hi and see how it's going.
Well, everything's fine. Everything's fine, dear. Oh, you know Louis Esch next door, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, he got an offer to sell his farm, and I think the coward's going to take it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's smart.
Yeah,
You
well.
thought about my idea?
Yeah, but I'm going to hold still yet. I don't want to sell yet.
I worry about you.
Well, I thank you very much for your concern. But everything's fine, and I'm okay. I'm just a little tired is all.
I'm sorry to call so late. I'll call back in a couple of days.
I'll know something better tomorrow night, because there's going to be a township meeting.
About what?
Oh, it seems the developer wants to go in there and try to convince the township so how he can slice up Esch's property, you know?
Oh, do you think they'll let him?
Well, I don't know. We're all supposed to be there. It's probably going to be a three-ring circus, if you ask me.
Well, maybe then you'll come to your senses and sell.
Oh, yeah, okay, maybe.
All right, then. Call me anytime.
All right, dear. Thank you for calling.
Okay, Uncle Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The power company came through about 10 years ago or so.
They would not have it any other way. They took out this whole line of Norway spruce.
Isn't this a row that you planted?
My pop and me, that's right. And those over there, and those over there. Yep.
Couldn't they have just moved the lines over and saved all these beautiful trees?
Oh, are you kidding? We pleaded, we cajoled, we did everything. And you see how much success we had, huh? And you know, all we did was plant it so that we could have a windbreak for the orchard.
How do you feel about that? I mean, even now.
Sometimes I feel mad, sometimes I feel bad, and sometimes well, what are you going to do, fight City Hall? But it's gone. Yet, it's still beautiful.
Oh, what's this?
Let's see.
It's from that guy that wants to buy the farm.
I always thought that was a crazy expression. Bought the farm. Means to die, doesn't it?
Well, you gonna open it?
Are you hungry?
I'm starved.
Well, I'm making you the most perfect breakfast.
You are?
Yep. In a few minutes, you will have the greatest cornbread muffins in the world.
Yum.
Huh? Smell that.
So, do you think there'd be enough time for me to look through your letters?
Oh, help yourself.
Alrighty, here goes. All right, let's see, we've got Pinecomb Properties, IRS, Pinecomb State of Michigan. This one's certified, you even signed for it.
So what can I tell you? I've been busy.
I prepared some plans that will allow you to visualize what I see for the Oakwind subdivision. Now, you know, the north stuff is just making me nuts.
Oh, try that, my dear.
This is excellent.
Uh-huh. My grandpop's recipe. Good for you.
Even with the butter?
What do you want to do, live forever?
Do you need anything from town?
Not that I know of.
I'm gonna run into the township office and pick up an agenda for tonight.
What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. I just don't want people to listen to that developer and run to cash in. Louis Esch might be the first one.
Well, maybe for him it's the right thing. I just wish it wasn't right next door.
Well, like it or not, you're all in this together. And that'll be our goal tonight, to get everybody to work together. And hopefully the township board will put as much thought into this as it deserves.
You should have been a lawyer. Uh-huh.
No! Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's okay. I've been hit with worse.
I feel so bad.
Are you from around here?
No, I'm visiting.
Oh, well, I'm Paul.
Paul, Lydia.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Are you heading in?
Yeah, I was. Why?
Oh, there's a township meeting tonight. You know, a lot of fuss as usual.
Really? What's the fuss all about?
Well, the farmers have this great opportunity to sell their land. They'll make out like bandits. But there's always some troublemaker screwing something up. It's kind of complicated.
Sounds like it. Yeah. Looks like a pretty nasty rash you got there.
I don't know what the heck it is. I'm doing all I can not to scratch it, but it seems to be spreading.
Looks like poison ivy to me. Good thing you put that pink stuff on it.
Oh, yeah, I sure hope it clears it up. I don't know where I could have gotten to that.
So, Paul, right? Yeah. What is your interest in all this?
Oh, well, I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm the guy that's trying to put this whole deal together. I'm the developer.
Wow. Yeah. So you must have your work cut out for you.
I've been through this stuff before. This is like shooting fish in a barrel.
Right. Well, I better get in before they close.
Oh, yeah, hey, sure. Don't let me hold you up.
Okay. Well, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
There you are.
Hi.
Hey, I was wondering if I could get an agenda for tonight.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Perfect. You are going to be there, right?
No, I can't. I've got a date.
Ooh. Hey, do you mind if I use your phone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks. Have fun tonight.
Good luck.
Thank you. Mr. Boloni? Mr. Boloni! Mr. Boloni? Mr. Boloni! Mr. Boloni! Mr. Boloni!
Must be almost 5:30, huh?
better head back or we're gonna miss the meeting.
I dreamt I was at the meeting. Somebody brought a cow, and they had a couple of chickens stuffed in their pockets, and they were dipping them into a sauce, and they were selling them for $10 a piece. It was Louis Esch. He was selling them for $10 a piece. Up there with the guy with the gavel. Oh, boy. I ought to fall asleep more often, huh? You ready?
Yes.
Come on, I'm ready.
Now let's get the show on the road, shall we? I hereby call this meeting to order. First order of business. John Miller wants to request a variance on a setback requirement from 30 feet to 10 for his new garage.
Didn't we just have a request like this at the last meeting?
Meeting before last.
Well, according to Mr. Miller, who wants to build a garage for his tractor, says that this is the only sensible place.
Doesn't the Miller farm have 150 acres or so? How can this be the only place for a garage?
Is Mr. Miller here? John, why the request? I mean, surely there's a better spot that doesn't need a variance.
Well, I sold off some of my land last summer. Now the new lot line shoots right by the house. I've got it shoved up against the other barn as close as I can. I'd like to build it even bigger, but...
What does the person that bought your property think?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want us to do?
I'd like you to consider allowing me the variance.
Seems like there ought to be a better spot.
Well, now I regret selling off that much land.
With all due respect, it's not really our problem.
John, this is really an awkward request. I'm not sure there's a hardship here.
So how much land do you have?
75 acres, more or less.
So you sold off half?
About, yes.
There's got to be another place for this garage.
This is the best spot.
It takes a pretty special argument to allow for a variance.
If I can keep all of my buildings together, I can use the orchards pretty much as they are. I need to keep as many trees as I can.
I'm still not seeing the hardship here.
We've got a lot of things to cover tonight. We've got to keep things moving. Should we take a vote?
Sure.
All in favor of giving Mr. Miller his variance? All opposed? I'm sorry, John. You know the deal. We have guidelines. Okay. Next up is a request for a zoning change with a planned unit development from Paul Haight. Mr. Haight.
On behalf of my partners and myself, thank you. Mr. Wells, commissioners, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight to share with you a vision of the future. You know how the township is always perpetually, well, how can I say it, broke. We're always looking for new ways to bring in revenue. Well, I have a plan that would create a solid tax base and infuse fresh, new money into your depressed economy. Oak Wind Subdivision. A beautiful, scenic residential community with a great view and full access to utilities. Starting with phase 1, 135 houses, patterned after the classic American theme, the ranch. Now, I've done some homework. And not only will these homes provide a warm and maintenance-free environment for families to live and grow, but they will also add, on an average, of $2,600 per year in taxes to the township.
Phase 1?
Phase 2 and 3 would make a total of 675 homes, but that could take a couple of years. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where could we do this? Can he really pull this off? Can we do it and still be earth-friendly? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes. Yes! I've already optioned 5 separate farms, 3 of which connect together to make one super large parcel. So when it's time to expand, we're ready. If you share this vision with me, you will benefit from the fruits of a strong economy and the knowledge that you have been a part of this new and exciting development. Everybody wins.
Mr. Haight, this is pretty different from your first presentation.
Yes, I've improved it. Thanks for noticing. Are there any questions before I continue?
Yeah.
How many farms have you actually...
Would you please stand up?
How many farms have you actually signed up for this plan?
2. Well, all right, one actually, but Mr. Esch's place. But there's 4 others ready to go. I'm all set to get financing from a bank out east. They love projects up here.
I've signed nothing yet. According to his offer, I got until 9 tomorrow morning to decide.
Well, yes, that's true, but looks pretty good, right, Mr. Esch?
I'm not so sure anymore.
All right, order, quiet. Please, Louis, sit down. Mr. Haight still has the floor.
2 months ago, you brought a preliminary plan to us for a review. As I recall, it sort of made sense. What happened?
Well, it's the same basic plan. It just got a little bit bigger and even more successful. May I continue? So, imagine you're driving up Center Highway there. Just as you come down over the hill, off to the right, you see this big, beautiful entrance. And as you pass through the gate, you read Oak Wind Subdivision. Not really a gated community with security and things like that, but it feels that way. But it is safe. Now, as you enter the complex, you have your usual roads, sidewalks, everything. But the best thing of all is the view. Each home will have a beautiful view of the rolling meadows. Now, this is unprecedented for housing of this price range. It will be a great place to live and raise your kids. We've got a generous curb cut here by the side of the road for the school buses. All the utilities would be buried, of course, and the engineering would meet or exceed state and local codes. Each homeowner will have their choice of 6 different styles of houses to keep the uniformity and consistency. Starting with a modest 2-bedroom, 2-car garage, going all the way up to a 5-bedroom, 3-car garage. So, as you can see, there really is something for everybody. Any questions?
Over here.
Yes.
You said that each home has a view of the open meadow. Is it not true that phases 2 and 3 extend into that very same area?
Well, the land is far too valuable to just let lay there. So, even if we were to build, these meadows, this field, the area all to the west, even if that were built on, the view would not be blocked. The houses that we would build there would not be high enough to cause any problems. Yes, in the red sweater.
I'm guessing that the people who are buying into this aren't expecting that their houses will eventually be looking out over rooftops.
Well, like I said, it technically won't block the view. Yes, you in front.
I know that land. There's a stream that runs through it on the southeast corner. You've got houses drawn there.
Oh, I'm really glad you brought that up. This is really neat. We have preliminary approval to put a culvert in there, and without even diverting the stream. We simply bury it. The best part of all is the runoff from the road comes right over there, over the culvert, and into a retaining pond that we built. Now, of course, it'd be fenced off to keep it safe for the kids.
There's trout in that stream.
Just a second, hang on. I gotta back up a bit. Mr. Haight, I have a number of problems here. Now, first, while your idea of generating more money for the township is noble, the infrastructure won't support a development of that size. I mean, it'll cost more than we could possibly raise with any additional tax revenues.
We've tried to include as much of the upfront cost in our plans as possible. We'd even paid for installing a new expanded sewer pipe and running it all the way out of the main road. All of this will be paid for by us. We'd simply tap into the existing sewer line. We've even created a nice little 2-acre green space for the kids to play in.
But the sewers are at capacity now.
You can't. What about traffic? I don't want to live in an urban area, and that's just what you're creating here.
For every household, you can count on 10 extra vehicle trips per day. 10 times 675.
Perhaps, but you spread that out over an entire day.
So that's an extra 6,000 cars converging eventually down here on Center and Hardwick every day.
That road was designed to carry 10,000 a day, right?
When it was built, 8 years ago?
Well, the wear and tear on that road is part of the infrastructure we can't ignore. We're over 10,000 now.
We concluded that there would be no impact.
I don't agree.
Believe it or not, new subdivisions cost us money. They never make any money, not out here. I mean, before you know it, we have to beef up police, fire, schools, more roads, more sewers. I mean, that kind of stuff costs serious money.
As for the sewers, our study shows there's plenty of room left.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. We can fight about the details, engineering and sewer and numbers. But it seems to me that there's a bigger issue here. It's the question, do we want to turn our farmlands into neighborhoods? Or don't we? If we do, fine. Let's accept Mr. Haight's proposal and work the bugs out. Let's get it over with. But if we don't, then we got to hang tough together and not spoil this place. We got to hang tough together and not foul this place up. Things like this have happened thousands of times all over this great country of ours. Do we want to wake up some morning and look and say, what the hell happened? Do we?
Wait a second. I'm on the agenda here.
All right, order. Quiet, please.
I have a lot of time and money writing on this project, and I need to know whether you see the opportunity so that I can move forward.
All right, let's take a vote.
No, wait! Do we all understand the exciting potential here?
All those in favor of Mr. Haight's project? All opposed?
Listen to those hayseeds. We'll be back.
I don't know. They seem kind of firm on this.
Yeah, we'll just wait and see. Aw, come on! Are you kidding me? God, this stuff's making me crazy. I got a flat tire.
It looks like you ran over a nail.
This place is haunted.
Yeah, I guess I'm stuck being an old farmer for a while longer.
What the heck?
I sure like the idea of a pile of money.
Oh, sure.
Suppose this isn't worth anything.
Fellas, you were amazing tonight.
You know, if he had been a little smoother, we might have bought into it.
It was close. It was close.
Gentlemen, there's someone I would like you to meet. Mr. Myers, this is Mr. Esch and Mr. Boloni.
Myers, Myers, do I know you?
Well, I'm with the Conservancy.
You deal with birds?
No, land, actually. Lydia here has been giving me some background about your situation. I hope that's okay.
Well, I guess I...
Now, I know this might put a new spin on things, but if you would consider a contribution of your development rights to the Conservancy, just hear me out, a couple of things would happen to help you.
Look, I got enough debt for one man. I can't afford to give this land away, too.
Well, if the gift is made within 9 months of the death of the owner of the farm, in this case your mom, there's no inheritance tax liability to you whatsoever.
Oh?
We try to preserve the character of the region in a way that is consistent with the donors. We'll attach that language right to the deed. You can even stay as long as you want and continue farming.
You mean I could just give you enough to avoid the tax and keep the rest?
We'll need to look at your situation.
I don't have his tax troubles, but I've been thinking a lot lately about getting out of farming.
We have a budget, too. Every situation's a little different.
So I wouldn't have to listen to Boloni here whining all the time?
We've been at it for years. We're even getting federal grants now. Preserving farms is a big issue.
Where have you been during all this?
Well, we've actually been following this particular development for some time, just to see what the consensus was. You know, some developments work out fine.
Well, that sure wouldn't have been the case here.
You know, I sent you a couple of letters about this.
You wrote me letters?
Mm-hmm. Bet I know where they are.
Well, it's an important issue, and I just want to make sure that you understand your options. If you folks will excuse me, I've got a kid in a basketball game tonight, and I still might be able to catch it.
Go, by all means. It's a pleasure, and thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Myers.
Thanks for your time.
All right. Hot dog. Suddenly I don't feel so stuck.
Looks like your buddy's got some car troubles.
You know, I can't stop itching. Scratch, Mr. Scratch.
For a second there, I felt sorry for the guy. You know when he started itching his poison ivy?
I knew those old goats of mine would pay off someday. No, that's shameful. No, we shouldn't say that.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, that went pretty well considering.
Well, there's no skin off their nose, giving me a year to figure it out. You all know where I live.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I know. Well, what would you do?
About the donation?
Yeah.
It's a great fit. You get to stay where you are as long as you want, and the tax problem goes away.
I set up a meeting for next Wednesday.
You did. You're not going to make the guy bring you birdseed, are you?
No, I'm actually going to his office. Thank you very much.
Well, good for you.
What's the matter, Lydia? Something wrong?
I got curious and had a blood test.
So?
I'm still negative.
Oh, see, I told you it's nothing.
I still have to take a test in 2 months.
Yeah, but this is the best news yet.
All right.
All right. You know, you might be getting a call one of these days.
Well, I hope so. At least write to me.
No, I mean, in case something happens to me.
Do not talk like that.
Well, it happens, you know.
I know it happens. Just don't want to think about it.
I'm going to miss you, dear Lydia.
This has meant a lot to me. I'll never forget it.
God bless you. Bye.
My dear Lydia, you are the perfect friend to come into my life when you did. I thank God for your visit. I decided to give half of the farm to the Conservancy after all. That was a deal I worked out with the IRS to avoid the tax. But I saved the other half, 120 acres, including the house and barns, for you. I thought you should have them. I made sure that if you ever wanted to work the land, that you could. The deal with the county is to stop sprawl, not farming. You know the rest. I wish, oh, how I wish I could see your face. I'm sure you're surprised, and that makes me very happy. Love, Michael Boloni.
I've seen the golden summer light flicker in the trees, in the orchard where the long grass sways in the breeze, in the shade across the fence, an old man in a chair dreams of the names and faces who've been there. But lately I have seen